25 meters to go. It's still Sloan Barr's race right here. Keep an eye out on that outside, though. Clara Bernardo and Ansley Allen still in the thick of it right now. About 10 meters left. It's still Sloan Barr coming in. And she will take, Clara Bernardo out-touches her at the end. First place out there in lane 1, 2:05.89. Second to Sloan Barr, 2:05.90, 1/100. This is your consolation final. This is your B final. In lane 1, Madeline Smutney. In lane 2, Sloan Wellahan. In lane 3, Amelia Leonard. In lane 4, Nicole Zettel. In lane 5, Meredith Wellahan. In lane 6, Lila Sherman. In lane 7, Marin Konzi. And in lane 8, Madeline McLaughlin. Once again, a very, very tightly packed field here with the entry times from the morning, all within that 2:04 low to 2:04 high range. Our leader through the first 50 is Nicole Zettel, 28.6. She and Meredith Wellahan look like they're taking a bit of a lead here in this first half of the race. At the halfway point, our leader is going to be Meredith Wellahan, 1:00.21, but shortly behind her, 5/100ths behind Nicole Zettel, both from the TAC Titans. It looks like Zettel's battling back on her teammate Wellahan right now. And look out for lane 2. Sloan Wellahan starting to come into the mix here too. Top 4 all separated by just a couple of tenths. Nicole Zettel in the lead, just 2/100ths back as Meredith Wellahan. Meredith Wellahan starting to fight back a little bit on Zettel here. Looks to have taken the lead with about 15 meters to go. It's going to be a close finish for this consolation final. Now under the flags, a couple of strokes left. Who's it going to be? Our consolation final winner is Meredith Wellahan with a time of 2:03.36. Second goes to Amelia Leonard, 2:03.58. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your championship final. Swimming in lane 1 from Gator Swim Club, Ava Fuller. Swimming in lane 2 from Kentucky Aquatics, Madison Hartley. In lane 3 from the TAC Titans, Raina Liu. In lane 4 from Gamecock Aquatics, Amy Riordan. In lane 5 from the TAC Titans, Finola Wellahan. In lane 6 from Jersey Aquatic Club, Sarah Rodriguez. In lane 7 from Nation's Capital Swim Club, Sadie Buckley. And in lane 8 from Shaman Aquatic Club, Quinn White. Ladies and gentlemen, your championship final. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is shaping up to be a great first A final of the evening. Keep an eye out on lane 5. Finola Wellahan, only 13 years of age, 46th all-time already in the nation for the 13-14 age group, and she's on the younger end of that age group. So keep an eye out on her for what she does tonight. Amy Riordan right now, though, from Gamecock Aquatics in our lead at 28-13. She was our top seed coming into the meet at a 200. Let's see if she can dip under that 2-minute barrier. It's still all Amy Riordan here at the halfway point, still in the lead, 58-53. Second place, Raina Liu at 58-99. And our 13-year-old Finola Wellahan, 59-31 in third place. Looking to extend her lead right now, Amy Riordan continuing to pour it on here in this third 50. Raina Liu is keeping it close, however, in lane 3. All right, here we are at the 3/4 mark. Amy Riordan, 129.66. That 200 barrier is in trouble right now. 130.34 for Raina Liu in second, and Finola Wellahan putting together a great race in third right now. Looks like Amy Riordan's going to put this one away. If Raina Liu has anything to say about it, that might change. However, in this last 5 meters, it's tightening up. But it looks like our winner, Amy Riordan, 200.55. Second goes to Raina Liu in 201.02. And our 13-year-old from TAC Titans, 202.08. That time will put her at 27th, all time in the 13-14 age group as just a 13-year-old. Congratulations, ladies. All right, next up we've got the men's 200-meter freestyle. This is your D final. This is our men's D final in the 200-meter freestyle. In lane 1, we have Luke Green of Wahoo Aquatic Club. Lane 2 from North Baltimore, Kyan Siri. Lane 3 from Swim Mat Carolina, Thomas Greathouse. Lane 4 from South Carolina Swim Club, John Troy. Lane 5 from Swim Mat Carolina, William Hager. Lane 6 from Bayside Aquatics, John McGowan. In lane 7 from Nation's Capital, Lachlan Bartholomew. And in lane 8 from Rockville Montgomery Swim Club, Charlie Begin. Our early leader right now, Thomas Greathouse, only 1/100th ahead of Kyan Siri right there in lanes 3 and lane 2. Let's see where everybody shakes out at this halfway point. Keep an eye out on Bartholomew right there, who just took the lead at the halfway point. 55.95 is your leader right now. through the 3/4 portion of this race. It is still Lachlan Bartholomew out there in lane 7 looking to put a little outside smoke on this heat. And he is just continuing to pour it on here in the last 15 meters. Keep an eye out on lane 1 as well. He's really pouring it on here too. And that will be our top 2. Lachlan Bartholomew, lane 7, 155.08, and Luke Green, 155.43. This is your C final. Swimming in lane 1 from Mecklenburg Swim, Theodore Peterson. In lane 2 from Occoquan Swimming, Alexander Grocholski. In lane 3 from New Wave Swim Team, Andrew Cito. In lane 4 from Chelsea Piers, Jack Haley. In lane 5 from Nation's Capital, Lucas Knapp. In lane 6 from Annapolis Swim Club, Timothy Murphy. In lane 7 from Shawmut Aquatic Club, William Mogru. And in lane 8 from Princeton Tiger, David Brophy. And once again, we've got a little outside smoke to start this C final. Theodore Peterson and Grocholski in lanes 1 and 2 are taking the early lead on this field, but look out in lane 4. Jack Haley starting to pour it on here on this second 50. Would our top 8 women in the 200-meter freestyle please report to the awards ceremony area? Please report to the awards ceremony area. Top 8 women's 200-meter freestyle. Also, we need a coach from the Gamecock Aquatic Club to report to the awards ceremony area. Thank you. All right, our C finals coming into the last 15 meters here. Our leader is still Jack Haley, but look out for lane 3. Andrew Cito's really coming on strong here in this last couple of meters. Our winner will be Jack Haley, 153.68, shortly behind, followed by Andrew Cito, 153.91. This is your consolation final. Swimming in lane 1 from Bulldog Swimming, Jose Cano Figueroa. In lane 2 from Sailfish Aquatics, Kyle Wilburn. And lane 3 from Gamecock Aquatics, Anthony Whittle. In lane 4 from Chelsea Piers Aquatic Club, Rory O'Connor. In lane 5 from Swim Mac Carolina, Carson Day. In lane 6 from Miami Swimming, George Gonzalez. In lane 7 from Mecklenburg Swim, Dylan Stewart. And in lane 8 from the Marlins of Raleigh, Hudson DeGroot. Once again, lane 1's the hot lane tonight to start off these races. 25.63, Jose Cano Figueroa in our leading position, quite a bit ahead of second place. Still our leader through the halfway point, Jose Cano Figueroa, 54.36, followed behind by Kyle Wilburn over there in lane 2, 54.79. Once again, the outside smoke really showing here. But look out for lane 4. Rory O'Connor is really pouring it on here on this third 50. Coming into the 3/4 mark of the race, it looks like our new leaders, Rory O'Connor over there in lane 4, followed by Kyle Wilburn up there in lane 2 still. About a half second separating those two guys, and they're really separating themselves from the field. And here comes Rory O'Connor. He's got about 25 meters left and is pulling away from the rest of this field. He came into this consolation final, 153.18 seed time. Looks like he's going to destroy that one here. 150-157 for Rory O'Connor right there in the middle of the pool. Big time drop from the morning. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your championship final in the men's 200-meter freestyle. In lane 1 from Cavalier Aquatics, William Charlton. In lane 2 from Gamecock Aquatics, Ryan Hufford. In lane 3 from Metro Area Lifetime, Charlie Culp. In lane 4, your top seed from Kentucky Aquatics, Kawe Gluck. In lane 5, from George Mason University, Tate Anderson. In lane 6, from City of Charleston, Channing Cloud. In lane 7, from Gamecock Aquatics, Raymond Przinski. And in lane 8, from Rocket Swimming, Elliot Weisel. Ladies and gentlemen, your championship final in the 200-meter freestyle. All right, our championship finals in the water. Look out, lane 2 early on in the race. Ryan Hufford's in our early lead here. We'll see who flips first, though, at the 50-meter mark. One more reminder for the top 8 in the women's 200 freestyle to report to the awards staging area, please. Wow, what an underwater right there from Ryan Hufford in lane 2. Our leader at the halfway point, however, was Tate Anderson over there in lane 5 from George Mason University. Tate Anderson still retaining the lead going into this halfway point. Lane 7, Raymond Przinski looks like he might be in the second place position at the moment. And that is how it shakes out at the halfway point. Tate Anderson, 54-13. Raymond Przinski, 54-19. Just a couple of 100s separating those men. But they have really separated themselves from the field, especially Anderson here in this third 50. Look out for Kawe Gluck right now from Kentucky. He's looking to put himself into this second place position heading into the 3/4 mark in the race. All right, flipping at the 150, Tate Anderson retaining the lead by about a 1/4 second over Kawe Gluck right now. 122s, both of them. And it looks like Gluck's really pouring it on right now, and he's taken the lead with about 25 meters to go. Lane 3, Charlie Culp also pouring it on, trying to get into that top 3, maybe even top 2 position. It's going to come down to the finish here for our top 3 positions. Wow, really pouring it on is Charlie Culp. And under the flags into the finish, it's going to be Kawe Gluck in a 151.07. Second to Charlie Culp, 151.31. Anderson gets third, 151.87. All dropping time from the morning swims. Now, if you would please direct your attention towards the award staging area for our top 8 in the women's 200-meter freestyle. In 8th place this evening from the Jersey Aquatic Club, Sarah Rodriguez. In 7th place from the Shawmut Aquatic Club, Quinn White. In lane 6 from Gator Swim Club, Ava Fuller, 6th place, Ava Fuller. In 5th place from Nation's Capital Swim Club, Sadie Buckley. In 4th place from Kentucky Aquatics, Madison Hartley. In 3rd place from the TAC Titans, Finola Wellahan. In 2nd place from the TAC Titans, Raina Liu. and our 2025 USA Swimming Futures Greensboro champion in the women's 200-meter freestyle from Gamecock Aquatics, Amy Riordan. Congratulations, ladies. We have an announcement. The time trial entry forms are available now at the time trial desk for tomorrow's time trials. Repeat, the time trial forms are available now at the time trial desk. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would please direct your attention towards the awards staging area for our men's 200-meter freestyle finalists. In 7th place from Rocket Swimming, Elliot Weisel. In 6th place from the City of Charleston, Channing Cloud. In 5th place from Cavalier Aquatics, William Charlton. In 4th place from Gamecock Aquatics, Raymond Prozinski. In 3rd place from George Mason University, Tate Anderson. In 2nd place from Metro Area Lifetime, Charlie Culp. And your 2025 USA Swimming Futures Greensboro champion in the men's 200-meter freestyle in a time of 1:51.07 is Kawe Gluck from Kentucky Aquatics. Congratulations, gentlemen. Next up, we have our women's 100-meter breaststroke finalists. This is your D final. Your D finalists: in lane 1 from Nation's Capital, Gabrielle Hover. In lane 2 from Aggie Swim Club, Brooklyn Poole. In lane 3 from Swim RVA, Piper Price. In lane 4 from Sporting Jacks Aquatic Club, Anna Drees. In lane 5 from Jersey Aquatic Club, Aya Bedry. In lane 6 from North Baltimore, Nina Heron. In lane 7 from Eagle Swim Team, Adrian Rinker. And in lane 8 from Nation's Capital, Maria Grisheva. Our leaders right now, Aya Bedry and Maria Grisheva, although Bedry's really taken a lead over this field through the first 50 and now close to 75. Keep an eye out once again. Lane 8 still, Maria Grisheva still in this race. Lane 2 as well, Brooklyn Poole looking for second place right now. It's still our leader in the middle of the pool, however. Aya Bedry right now in lane 5. Under the flags, into the wall, it's gonna be Maria Grisheva out there in lane 8, 1:13.56 for our D final champion. This is your C final. Swimming in lane 1, Reagan Jacobson. Lane 2, Louisa Holda. Lane 3, Annabelle Martin. Lane 4, Lainey Alderman. Lane 5, Chloe Light. Lane 6, Ishi Liu. Lane 7, Catherine Boo. And in lane 8, Marissa Locklear. Through the first 50, Louisa hold up there in lane 2, 34.28 is our leader. 6 100ths behind her in lane 4, Lainey Alderman. Lanes 2, 4, and 7 all contending for that first place spot. Holda, Alderman, and Boo right now. Looks like Alderman might have the slight lead coming under the flags into the finish. Who will be your C final winner? And it is going to be Lainey Alderman, cutting about a half second from her morning swim time, 1:13.02 to win the C final. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your consolation final. Swimming in lane 1, Mia Geltima. In lane 2, Eva Whitehead. In lane 3, Veronica McCall. In lane 4, Delaney Franklin. Lane 5, Amelia Leonard. Lane 6, Ava Berman. Lane 7, Gwyneth Frick. And in lane 8, Maya McCarney. Really close across the board here in the first 50 of our consolation final. Heading into our halfway point, 2/10 separate our top two, Delaney Franklin and Amelia Leonard up there in the middle of the pool, lanes 4 and 5. Leonard's still got the slight lead heading into this 75 point, although it's getting closer. Keep an eye out on lane 8, Maya McCarney. And lane 5, Amelia Leonard, starting to close the gap here on Delaney Franklin. She's looking to take the lead here under the flags. It's going to be a close touch here at the finish. And the winner of our consolation final is going to be Amelia Leonard in 1:11.87. Second goes to Delaney Franklin, 1:12.06. And third to Veronica McCall in 1:12.40. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your championship final of the women's 100-meter breaststroke. In lane 1 from Gamecock Aquatics, Caroline Kudela. In lane 2 from the University of Pittsburgh, Angelina Messina. In lane 3 from Bulldog Swimming, Jessie Lee. In lane 4, one of your pairs of our top seed, Cadence Stout. Our other top seed this evening, Sarah Churjak. In lane 6, from Nation's Capital, Caroline Ajee. In lane 7, from the University of Pittsburgh, Jessica Strong. And in lane 8, from the TAC Titans, Carolyn He. Ladies and gentlemen, your championship final in the women's 100-meter breaststroke. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we did have a tie between our top seeds from this morning. 1:10.39 for those ladies in 4 and 5, Stout and Churjak. So it should be an absolute race here. Look out right now. Early leader is Jessie Lee in lane 3 from Bulldog. Really out like a bullet right now through the first 25, 35 meters. Our halfway leader is Jessie Lee, 32.95. Second place, Churjak, 33.10. And Cadence Stout up there in 4th, 33.31. Jessie Lee still with a commanding lead on this field. Let's see who can push her to the finish. Our top seeds look like they're starting to do just that in lanes 4 and lane 5. It's still Lee with about a half body length lead with 10 meters out. Under the flags into the finish. It's going to be a close one. All three ladies are very close. And our winner of futures is going to be Sarah Churjak, 109.76. Shortly behind her, Cadence Stout, 109.83. And Jessie Lee also sneaking under that 110 with a 109.97. What a final in the women's 100 breast here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is event 4, the men's 100-meter breaststroke. This is your D final. This is our D final. In lane 1 from Aggie Swim Club, Neil Pang. In lane 2 from the TAC Titans, Nicholas John. In lane 3 from Metro Area, William Von Dusa. In lane 4 from Nation's Capital, Joseph Coleman. In lane 5 from Hokie Aquatics, Trent Hollinsworth. In lane 6 from Cavalier Aquatic, Jacques Hathaway. In lane 7 from Eagle Swim Team, Matthew Liu. And in lane 8 from Nation's Capital, Eric Collaire. Our leader through the first 50, only sub-30 split, Nicholas John, looking to take out our D final in the lead right now. Out in lane 8, Eric Collaire in second place, 30.3, about a half second back. Nicholas John really putting a commanding lead on this D final thus far. Those are still our top two through 75 meters. Coming into the last 15, they're starting to close the gap on Nicholas John, but he is still our leader. Look out for lane 4, Joseph Coleman starting to close the gap. Now into the finish, our winner of our D final will be Eric Collaire out there in lane 8 from NCAP, 1:04.70, dropping a significant amount of time from his morning swim. This is your C final. With our top 8 from the women's 100-meter breaststroke, please report to the award staging area. Now this is our C final. Swimming in lane 1, Ken White. Lane 2, Thor Johansson. Lane 3, Blake Madsen. Lane 4, Christopher D'Angelo. Lane 5, Ethan Cipriano. Lane 6, Holden Skidmore. Lane 7, Joshua Carmichael. And in lane 8, Sebastian Huang. Our halfway leader, once again, our only sub-30 swimmer, Ethan Cipriano, 29.32. He's got about a second lead over the rest of the field, and he's up a body length now, heading into the 75. Extending his lead over the field is Cipriano, and he will be our winner in 1:03.36. This is your consolation final. Your consolation finalists: in lane 1, Liam Ailman. In lane 2, Luke Dion. In lane 3, Elijah Granke. In lane 4, Kyle Lee. In lane 5, Elias Panachida. In lane 6, John Broom. In lane 7, Kurt Petruzzi. And in lane 8, Carson Whitty. Heading into the halfway point, it looks like lane 6, John Broom's going to be our leader, 29.39, but we've got a lot of sub-30s this time. Looks like lane 4, 7, and 8 are our early top 3 right now, 75 of the way through. Got about 15 meters left, and this one's going to be too close to call as the field is really bunching up here in the last 10 meters. Who is going to be our future's consolation final winner? Look out for lane 4, Kyle Lee, and he will take the win in a 1:03.09, dropping a few tenths from his morning swim. Will our top 8 ladies from the 100-meter breaststroke please report to the championships awards staging area? Ladies and gentlemen, this is your championship final in the 100-meter breaststroke. Swimming in lane 1 from West Virginia University, Nojas Bertulis. In lane 2 from Nation's Capital, Leighton Arnold. In lane 3 from Old Dominion Aquatic Club, Gabe Nunziata. Swimming in lane 4 from the Pava Panthers Swim Club, your top seed, Eli Martin. In lane 5 from the TAC Titans, Jorge Murillo. In lane 6 from South Carolina Swim Club, William Slowey. In lane 7 from Nation's Capital, Charles Cadis. And in lane 8 from Bulldog Swimming, Jake Wong. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your championship final. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is your championship final. Keep an eye out on Gabe Nunziata. He just qualified for the Junior World Championships a few weeks ago at the World Championship Trials. Right now, it's a tightly bunched field, though, going into this first 50. Who is going to be your leader? Look out, lane 8, Jake Wong of Bulldog Aquatics. Second place, Eli Martin. Jake Wong is really pouring it on out there in lane 8, and nobody can see him. Outside smoke. Lane 4 is still in it, Eli Martin. He's looking to take the lead here with about 15 meters to go. Lane 5 as well, Jorge Murillo pouring it on, but it looks like Eli Martin might take this one with a few strokes left, and he will be our champion in a 1:00:23. Second place to Jorge Murillo, 1:01:02, and third place out there in lane 8, Jake Wong, 1:01:40. Congratulations. And can our top 8 in the women's 100-meter breaststroke please report to the awards staging area? Ladies and gentlemen, would you please direct your attention towards the award staging area for Event 3, the Women's 100-Meter Breaststroke Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, please once again direct your attention towards the awards ceremony for the 100-meter breaststroke. In 8th place from Gamecock Aquatics, Caroline Kudela. In 7th place from the TAC Titans, Carolyn He. In 6th place from the University of Pittsburgh, Jessica Strong. In lane 5 from the University of Pittsburgh, Angelina Messina. In 4th place from Nation's Capital, Caroline Ajee. In 3rd place from Bulldog Swimming, Jessie Lee. In 2nd place from the Greensboro Swimming Association, Cadence Stout. And our 2025 USA Swimming Futures Greensboro Women's 100-meter breaststroke champion in a time of 1:09.76 from Cavalier Aquatics, Sarah Churjak. Will the top 8 finishers in the men's 100-meter breaststroke please report to the awards staging area? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the awards staging area for our medalists in the men's 100-meter breaststroke. In 7th place from Nation's Capital, Charles Cadis. In 6th place from Nation's Capital, Leighton Arnold. In lane 5 from Old Dominion Aquatic Club, Gabe Nunziata. In 4th place from the South Carolina Swim Club, William Slowey. In 3rd place from Bulldog Swimming, Jake Wong. In 2nd place from the TAC Titans, Jorge Murillo. And our 2025 USA Swimming Futures Greensboro champion in the men's 100-meter breaststroke in a time of 1:00.23, Eli Martin. Next up, event 5, the women's 200-meter butterfly. This is your D final. Yeah. Our D finalists this evening: in lane 1 from North Baltimore, Ava Vercalone. In lane 2 from Swim RVA, Libby Miyashita. In lane 3 from Jersey Aquatic Club, Maria Netrebko. In lane 4 from Eagle Swim Team, Samantha Randall. In lane 5 from Berkeley Aquatics, Molly Polk. In lane 6 from Marlins of Raleigh, Elle Vanderwall. In lane 7 from Westchester Aquatic, Maddie Horner. And in lane 8 from Asphalt Green, Isabella Castano. Look out there in lane 1 from North Baltimore. Ava Vercalone is taking a huge lead on this field, over a body length right now, heading into the halfway point. She will be our leader through the halfway point, almost 2 seconds ahead of second place, 1:05.85 through the first 100 meters. Still our leader, looks like, heading into this 150 turn. Vercalone, also Horner out there in lane 7, starting to push Vercalone right now for that first place spot, and it looks like she might take it heading into this third turn, and it is Horner, 1:43.41 right now. Second place, Molly Polk right there in lane 5. She started to insert herself into this race, and look out, lane 7. Maddie Horner's really pouring it on right now. She is our by far leader in this D final. Looking to close the gap a little bit here, Molly Polk, but it's going to be close heading into the finish, but it looks like Maddie Horner is going to put this one away for the D final victory. 2:20.76 for our D final winner, Maddie Horner. This is your C final. Swimming in lane 1 from North Westchester Marlins, Kelsey Grayson. In lane 2 from Sporting Jacks Aquatic Club, Jenna Frost. In lane 3 from Occoquan Swimming, Ariana Aldiger. In lane 4 from Nation's Capital, McKinley Cushman. In lane 5 from Swimmat Carolina, Isabella Corby. In lane 6 from Asphalt Green, Chloe Yang. In lane 7 from Eagle Swim Team, Zoe Wecker. And in lane 8 from Alamo area, Carolina Malden. Once again, we have an early leader, Zoe Wecker right now, 30.83 in that first 50. She's taken about a body length lead on the field. Also, Kelsey Grayson in lane 1 trying to take a little bit of a lead on her competitors right now. Halfway through this C final, our leader Zoe Wecker, 1:05.84. Second place, still Kelsey Grayson up there in lane 1. But right now, it is all Zoe Wecker. She has got over a body length lead on the rest of the field right now, and she is chugging along on this third 50. Kelsey Grayson still hanging in there for second place, although there are some challengers now for that second position in lanes 6, 5, and 4. These ladies are putting together a fantastic C final. Our leader still Zoe Wecker through the 150 turn. Second place now, McKinley Cushman up there in lane 4 in the middle of the pool. And lane 1, Kelsey Grayson still hanging in there tough. 25 to go. Zoe Wecker still marginally in the lead over McKinley Cushman. In lane 1, Kelsey Grayson's having a great second win here on this last 50. It is lined up 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. Who's going to win this C final? Under the flags, into the finish, it will be McKinley Cushman, 2:19.49. Dropping 2 seconds from her morning swim. This is your consolation final. Swimming in lane 1 in this consolation final from the Westchester Aquatic Club, Serene Jordy. In lane 2, from the Alamo Area Aquatics Association, Tessa Christensen. In lane 3, from Westchester Aquatic Club, Alba Arnold. In lane 4, from North Baltimore, Wilhelmina Culp. In lane 5, from Blazing Barracudas, Lily Mihuk. In lane 6, from Shaman Aquatic Club, Clara Renner. In lane 7, from Asphalt Green, Elizabeth Birch. And in lane 8, from Swim Mac Carolina, Emma Richardson. Our top seed in this heat, Wilhelmina Culp, only 13 years of age. Next youngest in this heat is 15. So keep an eye out on our top seed over there in lane 4. Looking right now, it looks like our leaders are in lane 3 and 5. Arnold and Mihuk. Our leader, Arnold, 1:05.38 at the halfway point. Looks like lane 3, Alba Arnold's taking control of this race, heading into the 75% part. Heading into that 150 turn, it's going to be Arnold in 1:41.29. About half second back is Clara Renner in lane 6, 1:41.6. Splitting about the exact same on that 50. Look out for Culp. She had the fastest split on that 50. She's coming back. Really trucking along there in lane 4. Our leader is still Arnold, and she's looking quite strong, but look out for Culp. She's overtaken second and is trying to hunt down Arnold for the win in this consolation final. Although it looks like she's just going to run out of room, and Alba Arnold is going to be our winner in this consolation final, 2:16.29. Culp takes second in 2:17.66, dropping a second from her morning swim. Arnold dropping 3 from her morning swim. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your championship final in the women's 200-meter butterfly. In lane 1 from Alamo Area Aquatics Association, Emily Kitayama. In lane 2 from Nation's Capital, Campbell Schofield. In lane 3 from Kentucky Aquatics, Billy Sherratt. Swimming in lane 4 from the Jersey Wahoos, our top seed from this morning, Audrey Derivo. Swimming in lane 5 from the TAC Titans, Nicole Nixon. Swimming in lane 6 from Nation's Capital, Emma Signa. In lane 7 from the Westchester Aquatic Club, Ines Arnold. And in lane 8 from West Virginia University, Madeline Smutney. Ladies and gentlemen, your championship final. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Audrey Derivo in the middle of the pool is the second fastest 15-16 200 butterflyer of all time, only behind the legendary Mary T. Maher from 1981. Her best time of a 2:06 is second all time, so keep an eye out on her. She is going to be out to a very, very quick lead, as she is right now. Through the first 50, she is out in a 28:37, blistering quick. Second right now, Ines Arnold, out there in lane 7, 29:86. Audrey Derivo made the World Juniors team last month at the World Championship Trials in Indianapolis in so many events. It's hard to keep count at this point, and this is one of those events. As you can see plainly in front of you, she is taking a huge lead over this Futures Championship final. Heading into the 100 mark, she is out in a 1:00:65. She is flying through the first half of this race. Second place right now, Ines Arnold, 1:03:80. We're going to need to keep an eye out on that 15-16 national age group record, 2:05:96, as Derivo is absolutely putting a stamp on this field and race right now. And oh my goodness, she is going to be pulling into this 150 point, 1:33:85. Ladies and gentlemen, get her home. Second place right now, Emma Signa of NCAP. But it is all Audrey Derivo. She is about to hit the 175-meter part of this race. 2:05:96 is that national age group record set in 1981. Can she get it? Ladies and gentlemen, get loud, get on your feet for Audrey Derivo here in the middle of the pool. She is just going to be off that legendary nag, but what a swim. 2:08:31, your Futures champion, Audrey Derivo. Second place goes to Ines Arnold in 2:13:66, and third to Nicole Nixon in a 2:14:83. Ladies and gentlemen, event number 6, men's 200-meter butterfly. This is your D final. Our D finalists this evening in the men's 200-meter butterfly, Central Bucks, Ji-Min Chung in lane 1. In lane 2 from Princeton Tiger, David Brophy. In lane 3 from Nation's Capital, Gray Spencer. In lane 4 from Mecklenburg Swim Association, Theodore Peterson. In lane 5 from Sporting Jacks Aquatic Club, Thomas Smith. In lane 6 from New Wave Swim Team, Grady Gospodarek. In lane 7 from Rockville Montgomery, Michael Key. In lane 8 from Greensboro Swimming Association, Owen Lynn. Owen Lynn right now, our leader, a body length ahead of the field out there in lane 8, looking to outside smoke this 200 butterfly heat. He will be our leader at the halfway point, 58.85, our only swimmer under the 1 minute and 59-second barriers. Ji-Min Chung, however, in lane 1, 10000, looking really good. We've got a bookend right now in this heat with our lane 1 and lane 8. They're trying to put some outside smoke on this field. I don't think anybody can see Owen Lynn out there in lane 8. He is taking a huge commanding lead right now in this 200-meter butterfly. Ladies and gentlemen, get him home on this last 50. Our leader still at the 150 point, 131.43, Owen Lynn, and still Ji-Min Chung, 132.81 on the bookends. Owen Lynn looking really solid still with about 25 meters to go. Lane 5 right now, Thomas Smith is starting to put some energy on the last part of this race with about 15 meters out. He seems to be the only one who could catch Owen Lynn. Under the flags, into the wall. Our D final winner is going to be Owen Lynn out there, outside smoking the field in lane 8, 2:05.60. This is your C final. All right, folks, this is our C final. In lane 1 from New Wave, Daniel Bubar. In lane 2 from Waterloo Swimming, Harrison Tater. In lane 3 from Delaware Swim Team, Grady Redding. In lane 4 from Marlins of Raleigh, David Davis. In lane 5 from Aggie Swim Club, Colby Martin. In lane 6 from Nation's Capital, Caleb Josh Cammett. In lane 7 from Cavalier Aquatics, John Cullity. And in lane 8 from Club Mountaineer Aquatics, Christian Hammer. Would the top 8 finishers in the women's 200-meter butterfly please report to the award staging area, as well as a coaching representative from the Jersey Wahoos. All right, our C final right now, we've got 4 guys under that minute barrier, all separated by about 2/10. Our leader right now is in lane 3, Grady Redding. But you could draw a line on lanes 5, 3, 2, and 1 right now. It is too close to call, although there is a lot of swimming left in this 200-meter butterfly. Heading into the 150-meter mark, it's anybody's guess, but it looks like Grady Redding's in the lead, as well as Colby Martin. And it is Grady Redding followed by Colby Martin at that 150 point, 132.0 and 132.2, splitting almost identically on those 50s. But this is where all the grit comes out. Look out for lane 2. Harrison Tater of Waterloo is really pouring it on, and so is Colby Martin out there in lane 5. Colby Martin is our leader with 15 meters, but it's gonna be a close finish. Martin trying to extend that lead, got a couple strokes left, and he will be our C final winner, Colby Martin, 2:04.50. This is your consolation final. Your consolation finalists in lane 1 from All-Star Aquatics, Kirk Morgan. In lane 2, 3 Village, Trevor Green. In lane 3 from South Jersey, Ryan Quinn. In lane 4, Nation's Capital, Lucas Knapp. In lane 5, TAC Titans, Jonathan Palomar. In lane 6, West Virginia, Parker Sterlitz. In lane 7, Mecklenburg Swim Association, Charles Henage. And in lane 8, from Gator Swim Club, Alex Gonzalez. Gonzalez out there in lane 8 trying to outside smoke. 27-4 through that first 50. Lane 5, Jonathan Palomar has taken over second place now with 75 meters in. Through the halfway point, Palomar is our leader, 58.84, the only man under the 59-second barrier. Second place out there in lane 8, Alex Gonzalez trying to hit that outside smoke. Look out for Ryan Quinn in lane 3 as well. He's really coming on strong on this third 50. Looks to have taken over that second place position and is hunting down first. Heading into the 175 turn, it looks like Palomar's trying to hold off Ryan Quinn, and he will through the 150 turn, 130.79. Lane 4, Lucas Knapp is really coming on strong now, trying to contend for one of those top 3 spots, maybe even top 2. Lane 3, Ryan Quinn's taken over the lead, however, from Jonathan Palomar, but it's going to be a close one coming into the finish. Looks like Quinn's starting to take a little bit more of a lead heading into the finish, and he is going to take our consolation final in 2:03.40. Lucas Knapp in second, 2:03.84, and Jonathan Palomar in third, 2:04.31. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your men's 200-meter butterfly championship final. Swimming in lane 1 from Delaware Swim Team, Carson Kalish. In lane 2 from Sporting Jacks Aquatic Club, Thomas Matheson. In lane 3 from New Wave Swim Team, Samuel Marsteiner. Swimming in lane 4 from Aggie Swim Club, our top seed, Alfred Robinson. Swimming in lane 5 from Nation's Capital, Paul Mullen. Swimming in lane 6 from New Wave Swim Team, Aaron Davidson. In lane 7 from Eagle Swim Team, Justin Shee. And in lane 8 from Chelsea Piers Aquatic Club, Jack Haley. Ladies and gentlemen, your championship final. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our top seed this morning was Samuel Marsteiner, but our top seed out of the prelims was Alfred Robinson. Marsteiner was seated with a 2:00. Robinson was a 2:01 this morning. Let's see if any of these guys can get close to that 2-minute barrier. Through the first 50, it's our top seed for the evening, Alfred Robinson, out in a 26.76. Second, is Justin Shee, 26.9, the only two under that 27 seconds as of right now. 75 meters in, that's still our top two, although the gap is closing on both those gentlemen heading into the halfway point. Our leader still Alfred Robinson, 57.89, splitting a 31.1 there. Second place still Shee, 58.38. It is still Alfred Robinson in the lead, but second place is so close at this point. Jack Haley's really putting together a good race out there in lane 8, so look out for him. Lane 5, Paul Mullen also starting to close the gap a little bit on our leader, but it is still Alfred Robinson at the 3/4 mark, 1:29.05. If he splits a high 30 point here, he could break that 2-minute barrier. Ladies and gentlemen, get these guys home. Here comes Alfred Robinson. He's got a 3/4 body length lead over Samuel Marsteiner right now, but Marsteiner's trying to close the gap. Robinson holding off strong right now. He's got about 5 meters to go, and it looks like he is going to be our 2025 Futures Greensboro champion. And yes, he will. 2:00:42 for Alfred Robinson, our winner. And in second, Samuel Marsteiner, 2:01:59. Third, Aaron Davidson, 2:02:12. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention towards the awards ceremony area for our medal winners in the women's 200-meter butterfly. In 8th place this evening from West Virginia University, Madeline Smutney. In 7th position from the Alamo Area Aquatic Association, Emily Kitayama. In 6th place from Nation's Capital, Campbell Schofield. In 5th place from Nation's Capital, Emma Signa. In 4th place from Kentucky Aquatics, Billy Sherratt. In 3rd place from the TAC Titans, Nicole Nixon. In 2nd place from the Westchester Aquatic Club, Ines Arnold. And your 2025 USA Swimming Futures Greensboro champion in the women's 200-meter butterfly in a final time of 2:08:31 from the Jersey Wahoos, Audrey Derivo. With the top 8 from the men's 200-meter butterfly, please report to the medal staging area, as well as a coach from Aggie Swim Club. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention towards the award staging area for the men's 200-meter butterfly. In 8th place this evening from the Delaware swim team, Carson Kalish. In Seventh place from Chelsea Piers Aquatic Club, Jack Haley. In sixth position from Eagle Swim Team Incorporated, Justin Shee. In fifth position from Sporting Jacks Aquatic Club, Thomas Matheson. In fourth place from Nation's Capital, Paul Mullen. In third place from New Wave Swim Team, Aaron Davidson. In second place from New Wave Swim Team, Samuel Marsteiner. And your 2025 USA Swimming's Futures Greensboro champion in a final time of 2:00:42 from Aggie Swim Club, Alfred Robinson. Would the distance swimmers please have their counters report to the opposite side of the pool, please? Would all distance swimmers please get their counters to the other side of the pool? Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your fastest heat in the women's 800 freestyle. Swimming in lane 1 from the Tack Titans, Kaylee Dietrich. In lane 2 from Asphalt Green, Penelope Wheaton. In lane 3 from Nation's Capital, Natalie Garr. In lane 4 from Wahoo Aquatic Club, Warner Shaw. In lane 5 from Club Mountaineer Aquatics, Caroline Riggs. In lane 6 from Westchester Aquatic Club, Neela Klein. In lane 7 from the Jersey Aquatic Club, Madeline Crawford. And in lane 8 from Nation's Capital, Eleanor Sabolt. Ladies and gentlemen, your fastest heat in the women's 800-meter freestyle. All right, y'all, let's get ready to watch a nice 800 right here. This morning, our number 1 time was an 8:53.73, so everybody keep that number in mind. To win the Futures meet, they will need to go faster than an 8:53.73 from Elizabeth Grether from Kentucky Aquatics. Second place was shortly behind her this morning, 8:54.79, Megan Harnish from Gamecock Aquatics. Our very early leader right now, Natalie Garr from NCAP, 29.75, our only sub-30 split. But this is a long one. There's going to be a lot of different race strategies going on, so we got to sit back, relax, and watch them do their thing. Our leader a quarter of the way through this race is still Natalie Garr from NCAP, 2:08.46 right now. Still splitting quite a bit faster than the rest of the field at 33.2. Warner Shaw from the Wahoos, 2:09.34 in second, just about 9/10 behind our leader in Natalie Garr. Garr still outsplitting the field, 3/10 this time over Riggs. Now dropped under that 33-second barrier, 32.83. Looking to be way under that entry time of 8:57.38. Our top seed, Warner Shaw, is seated with an 8:49.46. Another sub-33 split for Natalie Garr, 32.99 there. Caroline Riggs keeping it close, though, with a 33.2. Once again, 32.8. She's really hitting those 32 highs. Caroline Riggs still hitting those 33 lows, 33.19 there. Warner Shaw starting to sneak back down into those 33 lows as well. These three ladies are looking to separate themselves from the field at this halfway point coming up. All right, our leader at the halfway point, Natalie Garr, 420.53. Up above that 33-second barrier, but not by much still. 33.38, still splitting real strong. So is Caroline Riggs, 33.4 right there, 422.5 at the halfway point. If these ladies negative split their race, they are looking at some huge time drops here with those first 400 splits. A 33.0 there from Natalie Garr. She's back close to that sub 33. 33.0 from Warner Shaw. She's starting to pour it on here halfway through. Caroline Riggs still 33.1. 500 meters in, 33.4 for Garr, 527.02. Caroline Riggs still in second, 528.90. Shaw still splitting 33.3 there. Everybody splitting real solid through this middle portion of the race. But Garr really took it out fast and is starting to run away with this one. They're going to need to start to make a move here in the final quarter of the race. Garr back under that 33-second barrier, and look out for Warner Shaw, 32.8 right there. She's starting to make a move for second on Caroline Riggs in lane 5. But Natalie Garr is really, really far ahead of the field right now and looking really, really strong. She's going to flip at the 600 mark in 6:33.19, splitting a 33.2. Once again, Warner Shaw with the fastest split of the field, 32.9. She is now in that second position and is going to start to try and make a move on Natalie Garr here, but she's going to need to do it quick as there's only 175 meters left. Keep in mind those times from earlier, 8:53.7 and 8:54.7 from Grether and Harnish for first and second. Those times will without a doubt be on the podium this evening. Garr, 32.9, almost splitting identical to Shaw there, so she is keeping her lead nice and strong out there out front. Shaw still split a bit quicker though in a 32.8. But coming into the final 100, they have got a nice, she has got a nice lead over Shaw. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the distance swimmer's favorite noise in the world, the bell ring. One more 100 to go. And Garr is really taking control of the race. 32.4 there on that third to last 50. She is going to run away with this women's 800 freestyle. Coming into the final turn, 32.66, still splitting far under that 33-second barrier. Shaw's really put herself into that second position with the 33.1, but I don't think anyone could catch Natalie Garr right now. She is on fire, flying down this last 50. Shaw's looking really good for second right now. 15 meters to go for Natalie Garr. She is going to run away with this 800 freestyle futures crown. Under the flags, into the finish, your champion, Natalie Garr, 8:43.15. An absolutely massive cut from her entry time. Second place, Warner Shaw, and third place, Caroline Riggs, 8:47.32 and 8:49.97 will be ahead of our top two from the morning. But Elizabeth Grether and Megan Harnish will finish fourth and fifth place for the day. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your men's 1,500 meter freestyle fastest heat. Swimming in lane one from Cavalier Aquatics, Braden King. Swimming in lane two from the Marlins of Raleigh, Wilson Tuttle. In lane three from the Marlins of Raleigh, Hudson DeGroot. Swimming in lane four from the Shawmut Aquatic Club, William Mulgrew. In lane five from Kentucky Aquatics, Levi Sandage. Swimming in lane six from South Texas Aquatics, Connor Fry. Swimming in lane seven from the North Baltimore Aquatic Club, Avery Heron. And in lane eight from Nation's Capital, Leopold Nurit. Ladies and gentlemen, your 1,500 meter freestyle fastest heat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, many people see the 1,500 on the schedule and they go, oh man, this is the longest race, but that is not true at all. The 1,500 meter freestyle can be one of the most entertaining races, so let's take a look at the guys in the middle of the pool. William Mulgrew already qualified himself for the World Junior Championships earlier last month. The Harvard commit is our top seed this evening with a 15:12.63 entry time. Keep an eye out on lane five, Kentucky Aquatics, Levi Sandage, SEC champion in the 1650 freestyle his freshman year, as well as an All-American in the NCAA in that 1650. And our early leader is that SEC champion, Levi Sandage, 57:36 through the first 100 meters of the race. Our fastest time earlier this day was Ryan Turner of Gamecock Aquatics. He went a 15:55.17 So that will be the time to look out for this evening for a podium spot. He is currently our leader. Our leader, Levi Sandage, out there 2:28.80, still on pace to be a sub 4 minutes in his first 400. In second place at the moment, Connor Fry, 2:30.74 at that point, just over that 4-minute barrier, his pace. $2:59.04 at that 300 point for Levi Sandage, splitting a 30.2, almost a whole second faster than the next fastest, Connor Fry. Levi Sandage really putting a stamp on this race early, trying to do what our ladies did in that 800, take the lead out early and go for it. All right, Sandage is still our leader, 30.7 there, 4:00:36, just a tad bit over the 4-minute barrier, but he is flying through the first 400 of this race. We'll see where he is at the third point at the end of this 100. Connor Fry still looking super solid there for second, 31.4, 4:04 on his first 400. All right, heading into the 1/3 point for Levi Sandage. He's gonna flip in a 5:01.67, a 1:01 split there, 30.63. Just looking super solid, just trucking away here. Second place still, Connor Fry, splitting a 31.4 there, still comfortably in that second position. Third place, William Mulgrew, the future Harvard Crimson. Another 30-point mid there for Levi Sandage, 30.6. 5:32.27 at the 550. He's on pace to be way ahead of his seed time of 15:17.57. So this should be a really, really exciting watch throughout this race, see how it develops. Another 1:01 there from Levi Sandage, 30.5 on that split, 6:02.82. Looking really solid. Nice whitewash coming off his legs there. Connor Fry still 31 mid, looking really, really solid for second, 6:10.18. And William Mulgrew, 6:15.24, just a tenth ahead of DeGroot there in lane 3. A great race developing for third place. Keep an eye on Wilson Tuttle too, from Marlins of Raleigh. He's just behind DeGroot and Mulgrew there. for that third place position. And don't forget Ryan Turner's 15:55 earlier today. Sandage continues to extend his lead here at this 700 turn. Let's see what he flips at. Another 30-point mid, 30.6, 7:03.97. Once he flips here, his next turn will be the halfway point. Connor Fry, another 31 mid, 31.6, 7:13.34. His seed time's 15:47.78, but at this point, he's looking to smash that. All right, here we are at the half point, ladies and gentlemen. 7:34.55 for Levi Sandage. Doubling that puts him under 15:10, which would be a huge drop in an incredible time. Connor Fry, 31.6, looking real solid in that second position. Now let's check on our race for third. Mulgrew still a little bit ahead of DeGroot there. Tuttle actually outsplits both of them and is starting to close the gap. The 800 split, so telling in these 1500 races, and 8:05.17. Wow, what a split for Levi Sandage. That would be an excellent time in the 800 free on its own, let alone to open his 1500. So this is an absolutely amazing swim from the Kentucky Wildcat. In lane 6, still Connor Fry, 31.5, like clockwork, those 31 mids, 8:16.58 at the 800. And a pair of 8:22s for Mulgrew and DeGroot. The Kentucky Wildcats have shown themselves to be quite the distance team over the past couple of seasons, and Levi Sandage is just proving that right here. Just absolutely incredible. 30.6, 9:06.59 at the 900 meter mark. At the end of this 100, he will be 2/3 of the way through the race. And here comes Connor Fry, our second place man right now. 9:20.29, 31.7 on that split. And our race for third still solid between Mulgrew and DeGroot, less than a second separating those two gentlemen. At the conclusion of the men's 1500 meter freestyle, we will need our top 8 in the women's 800 meter freestyle to report to the awards ceremony area. All right, well, there's our 1,000 split for Levi Sandage, 10:08.12, just incredible. 30.75 on that split, continuing to extend his lead. Looking at a huge drop here if he continues these 30-point mid splits. It looks like William Mulgrew down there in lane 4 is starting to make a little bit of a push on second place right now. So keep an eye on his split here. He's flying. 31.3, that's the second fastest split in the field right now. He's looking real good. Only 3.5 seconds separating him and Connor Fry for that second place position. Sandage, 31.09 there, slipping right a little bit above that 31 range, but still only a 400 left. He's looking real good right now. And would you look at that, William Mulgrew just starting to pluck away at that second place lead. 31.8 there for Fry, 31.2 there for Mulgrew, 0.6 difference. And Hudson DeGroot splitting really, really well too down there in lane 3. Sandage back under that 31-second barrier, 30.8 there. Time to check in on Mulgrew and Fry again. Mulgrew 31.6, Fry 32.1. Here we go, William Mulgrew starting to make a move. Sandage back under 31 again, 30.9. He's got 300 meters to a futures victory here in the 1500 meter freestyle. (31.1) there from William Mulgrew. He's almost splitting faster than Sandage now. He really, really wants that second place finish. And Connor Fry still splitting 32 mid, looking real good there for second, but Mulgrew's gonna try and challenge him for it. And he might overtake him here. Not quite, but almost overtaking that second place position is William Mulgrew over Connor Fry. Splitting a 31.2 there to Fry's 31.9. Sandage 31.1 there, 13.76. If he continues to split these 31 low and 30 point high, he's gonna be looking at a best time. Mulgrew has now overtaken that second place position from Connor Fry. Although Fry's not gonna let him take it easy. 31.10 there from Mulgrew. He is just flying through the back end of this race. He's got a 200 left. Sandage, 31 flat. Looking right about at his best time. 800 freestyle women, please report to the awards staging area. The top 8 women in the 800 meter freestyle. Please report to the awards ceremony area. All right, there it is again, the bell, a distance swimmer's favorite sound, and Levi Sandage has got one more 100 to go. 14:16:04. Keep in mind, his best time is a 15:17:5. So he's gonna be right on his best time. Let's get him home, folks. And William Mulgrew is gonna pull in at the 1400 mark in second place. Fry still in third. And a 50 to go for Levi Sandage, 30.4. If he splits another 30.4, that's a new best time for Levi Sandage. A 25 to go for our 1500 meter futures champion. And under the flags, into the finish, our winner is going to be Levi Sandage in a 15:16:02, a new best time for the Kentucky Wildcat. And here comes our silver medalist, William Mulgrew, 15:39:15, splitting under that 30-second barrier on his last 50. And Connor Fry holds on for that third place position, 15:44:62. Congratulations to Ryan Turner from earlier today. He has gotten himself 6th place here in this 1500 from earlier today. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention towards the award stand for the women's 800-meter freestyle. In 8th place from the Tack Titans, Kaylee Dietrich. In 7th place from Nation's Capital, Eleanor Sabolt. In 6th place from Westchester Aquatic Club, Neela Klein. In 5th place from Gamecock Aquatics, Megan Harnish. In 4th place from Kentucky Aquatics, Elizabeth Grether. In 3rd place from Club Mountaineer Aquatics, Caroline Riggs. In 2nd place from Wahoo Aquatic Club, Warner Shaw. And our 2025 USA Swimming Futures Greensboro champion in the women's 800-meter freestyle in a final time of 8:43.15 from the Nation's Capital Swim Club, Natalie Garr. Would the top 8 in the men's 1500 please report to the awards staging area? Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention towards the award stand for the medalists in your men's 1500-meter freestyle. In 8th place from West Virginia University, William Mullen. In 7th place from the North Baltimore Aquatic Club, Avery Heron. In 6th place from Gamecock Aquatics, Ryan Turner. In 5th place from the Marlins of Raleigh, Wilson Tuttle. In 4th place from the Marlins of Raleigh, Hudson DeGroot. In 3rd place from South Texas Aquatics, Connor Fry. In 2nd place from Shawmut Aquatic Club, William Mulgrew. And your 2025 USA Swimming Futures Greensboro champion in the men's 1500-meter freestyle in a final time of 15:16.02 from Kentucky Aquatics, Levi Sandage. Ladies and gentlemen, next event, Event 11, Women's 200-meter Freestyle Relay, Heat 1 of 5. All right, in lane 1, we've got the Dublin Community Swim Team. In lane 2, Mecklenburg Swim Association. In lane 3, Rockville Montgomery Swim Club. In lane 4, Gator Swim Club. Lane 5, Nation's Capital. Lane 6, Asphalt Green. Lane 7, All-Star Aquatics. And in lane 8, Eagle Swim Team. Heat 2 of 5. Swimming in lane 1, Swim at Carolina. Lane 2, Westchester Aquatic Club. Lane 3, Jersey Wahoos. Lane 4, TAC Titans. Lane 5, Alamo Area Aquatic Association. Lane 6, University of Pittsburgh. Lane 7, Nation's Capital. And in lane 8, the TAC Titans. Heat 3 of 5. Swimming in lane 1, Sporting Jacks Aquatic Club. Swimming in lane 2, Mecklenburg Swim Association B. In lane 3, Diamond State Aquatics A. In lane 4, Jersey Aquatic Club A. In lane 5, Alamo Area Aquatic Association B. In lane 6, Swim Mat Carolina B. In lane 7, Greensboro Swimming Association A. And in lane 8, Waves of Wilmington A. Heat 4 of 5. Swimming in lane 1, Swim RVA A. In lane 2, Waterloo Swimming A. In lane 3, Tampa Bay Aquatic Club A. In lane 4, South Jersey Aquatic Club A. In lane 5, Westchester Aquatic Club B. In lane 6, Marlins of Raleigh A. In lane 7, Raleigh Swimming Association A. The fifth and final heat of the women's 200 freestyle relay. Swimming in lane 3, 757A. In lane 4, Bulldog Swimming A. And in lane 5, Hokie Aquatics A. Please clear the dive tank warm-up pool. Attention, please clear the dive tank warm-up pool. Event 12, men's 200-meter freestyle relay, heat 1 of 5. Swimming in lane 1, Rockville Montgomery A. Swimming in lane 2, Miami Swimming A. Lane 3, All-Star Aquatics A. Lane 4, Waterloo Swimming A. Lane 5, Tack Titans A. Lane 6, Gator Swim Club A. Lane 7, Swim Mat Carolina A. Lane 8, Pava Panthers A. Heat 2 of 5. Swimming in lane 1, Nation's Capital B. In lane 2, Alamo Area A. In lane 3, Jersey Wahoos A. In lane 4, Nation's Capital A. In lane 5, University of Pittsburgh A. In lane 6, Marlins of Raleigh A. In lane 7, New Wave Swim Team A. And in lane 8, Eagles Swim Team A. Heat 3 of 5. Swimming in lane 1, the Northern Duchess Aquatic Club A. In lane 2, Waterloo Swimming B. In lane 3, Mecklenburg Swim Association A. In lane 4, Old Dominion Aquatic Club A. In lane 5, Bulldog Swimming A. In lane 6, Marlins of Raleigh B. In lane 7, the TAC Titans B. And in lane 8, Diamond State Aquatics A. Heat 4 of 5. Swimming in lane 1, Bulldog Swimming B. In lane 2, Delaware Swim Team A. In lane 3, Greensboro Swim Association A. In lane 4, Rocket Swimming A. In lane 5, Victor Swim Club A. In lane 6, Annapolis Swim Club A. In lane 7, Sporting Jacks Aquatic Club A. And in lane 8, Rocket Swimming B. Heat 5 of 5. Swimming in lane 1, Swim at Carolina B. In lane 2, Swim RVA A. In lane 3, Edge Swim Club A. In lane 4, Mecklenburg Swim Association B. In lane 5, Blazing Barracudas A. In lane 6, Southern Tide Swim Club A. In lane 7, Hokie Aquatics A. And in lane 8, Princeton Tiger Aquatic Club A. Well, thank you everybody for an absolutely wonderful first final session and first day. We will see you tomorrow morning bright and early for prelims. Drive home safely.